How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle 6 versus 6. Today we're using the Gallade team once again. It's the final time we're going to be using this team, so use it while you can. If you want to use the team, the code at the top right corner of the screen will help you do that. And there'll also be a copy and paste of the team in the description. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Okay, today we're battling Kevin. It's actually a rematch because he thrashed me last time, and I'm taking my chances and I'm going to try and beat him in return. He's got a Chien-Pao, which is obviously a big threat to our team. I haven't figured out what I could really use as a counter to Chien-Pao, to be honest with you. It's one of those Pokemon that's really hard to deal with, but it's absolutely fine. Looking at the team, they probably lead with Torkoal here, so I'm inclined to lead with something to counter that. Maybe even the Mothrabot, because we can get a booster energy and we can go for a Sludge Wave and get a nice and powerful KO on it. That'd be ideal. But they probably lead with something else. I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to lead with Mothrabot. We're going to lead on the offense. I think that's the best bet. And the battle begins. So Kevin is going to lead off with the Hydreigon. Not ideal, as we led off with the Mothrabot, which is not the best situation for us to be in. I really thought they would lead with Torkoal, to be honest with you, but can't always go my way. Can't always go my way. So, with that in mind, the Hydreigon is massive. I want to go ahead and just go straight for a Sludge Wave, but at the same time I'm thinking we better just switch out into Sylveon. Probably the best bet. We might even get them to force out a Flash Cannon Terrestrialization here, so we'll scout for that, of course. So we'll go into our Sylveon real quick to take a hit. They go for an Earth Power. We should sponge that like it's nothing. Now, if they've got Earth Power, that tells me they might not have Flash Cannon, which would be great if that was true. So, in this instance, they either switch into Scizor or Torkoal, or they Terrestrialize Steel. And the ideal situation is that they Terrestrialize Steel and I can go into Mothrabot and sponge it. But I feel like they're going to go Torkoal or Scizor. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into Mothrabot. I'm going to pivot back to Mothrabot. I think that's the best bit to go for. We can scout for Terra Steel. They are going to withdraw the Hydreigon. What are they going to go into? Is it going to be the Scizor? Torkoal. Torkoal was the other one that was going to be coming in. Absolutely perfect. So the Drought comes up, and that's only going to help us. It helps their Leafeon, but that's about it. Leafeon's not a very big threat to us, I don't think, so I'm not worried too much about that one, as we can go into Mothrabot right now, and there we go. So, with that in mind, we can go for an Agility here and set up, or we can go straight for a Fiery Dance or a Sludge Wave. I'm inclined to believe Fiery Dance might do a little bit more damage. No, Sludge Wave will do more damage because it's stab and it's neutral. They're going to withdraw the Torkoal. What are they going to bring in to take a Sludge Wave, though? That's the real question right here. The Hydreigon. So Hydreigon, I wouldn't personally do that. Sludge Wave is going to come through. Does a lot of damage to the Hydreigon, which is great. We do outspeed, provided they're not Scarfed. So I'm going to go into Sylveon again to scout for that. They might go for a U-turn, expecting us to switch into Sylveon. But I can't risk the Earth Power on my Mothrabot right now, my Iron Moth. So we'll go straight to Sylveon, as they do go for the U-turn, which is unfortunate because it gives them a free switch into Scizor. But we can try and catch that Scizor off guard if we really want to right now. Provided they go into Scizor, they might go into Chien-Pao. Leafeon comes in. Interesting. So Leafeon comes in. Nice and shiny. I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking we go straight for a Tera Fire here. Dragapult doesn't need the Tera Ghost in this game. That's no big deal. I'm thinking we Terrestrialize again with Sylveon like we did in the last game and try and catch this Leafeon off guard. It'll also give us a new switch into the likes of Chien-Pao. Or do I save it? Do I have a good switch in here? I have Amoonguss, don't I? I could just go Amoonguss. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to preserve it for later. We'll try and catch that Scizor off guard. That'd be ideal. Or the Chien-Pao. So we'll try and preserve Sylveon's health a bit, and we'll go into Amoonguss. As they do Terrestrialize, are they going to go into a Fire type right now? Are they going to go into a Fire type and ruin my day? I think they are, aren't they? They're going with Normal. Interesting. So Normal type Leafeon is an interesting one, that's for sure. So, with that in mind, they go for a Double Edge, which is going to do a solid amount of damage to us because they have a Normal Gem as well. Oh my lord, that's a nuke. The fact that that only did half is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, this thing is no longer a Grass type, which means we don't have to worry about anything coming in on this next Spore. So I'm going to go straight for said Spore and hope for the best. They go for another Double Edge. Shouldn't take us out because it's no longer boosted by the normal gem. There we go. Takes a bit of recoil, which is great, as we're able to go for a Spore now and put this thing to sleep. So that's absolutely perfect. So now that it's asleep, also I've noticed the eyes don't close if they're terrestrialized when they're asleep as well, which is just another bug in the game, I guess. There's plenty of bugs in this game, but it's fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. So looking at their team, Gallade could put in some work here. So I'm going to go for the Gallade switch right now. They're actually going to withdraw the Leafeon. What are they going to go into? Scizor. Scizor is a fair one. Scizor's nice and shiny as well. So that's absolutely fine. We went into our Gallade. Now, as much as I want to trick this thing, I don't at the same time. So I'm thinking we Sacred Sword just to get some damage off. No. This thing goes for a U-turn right now. That does a lot of damage to us. I'm thinking we could terrestrialize. No, I'm not going to do that. Could terrestrialize, but we can't really do that. Can't really do that. I'm not worried about ground types on their team. There's no ground types on their team, so we don't need the air balloon on Mustang. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into Iron Treads. I think that's the best course of action. So we're going to Iron Treads real quick. There we go. Lovely jubbly. As they go for a U-turn, and that's going to pop our balloon, but we do take it like a champ, so that's absolutely amazing. So this does give them a free switch into their Iron Moth if they want to, and in the sun that's going to hurt like a truck, but hopefully we don't see that. That'd be ideal. In comes the Torkoal. So Torkoal's a fine one. We don't really need Iron Treads for too much this game, so I'm inclined to go for an Earthquake just to get some damage off on this Torkoal, and that's exactly... Wait, do we have a switch in? Not really. Not really. I'm going to go for the EQ. I'm expecting them to go for a Stealth Rock, really, but EQ does a lot of damage to them, which is amazing. And we get a critical hit, which is perfect as they go for the Stealth Rock. That's brilliant. So we can just Rapid Spin and KO the Torkoal now. And we could have Rapid Spinned anyway, so I don't know why they're bothering with the Stealth Rocks on the Torkoal, to be honest with you. We'll go for a Rapid Spin anyway. And that way we can boost our speed as well. So the next Pokemon that comes in has to be a bit more threatened by the Iron Tread. So Torkoal goes down, which is absolutely amazing. That means the sun's gone as well. So we don't have to worry about the Leafeon with Chlorophyll or the boost in power to the Iron Moth. In comes Chien-Pao. So this thing's obviously a threat. This thing is obviously a threat. Now we do outspeed because of the Rapid Spin. And we could go for an Iron Head here. Sucker Punch will hurt. And I did say earlier Iron Treads wasn't doing too much for us, but it's actually doing more than I thought it would. Let's go for an Iron Head. We do outspeed. There we go. We outspeed, taking out the Chien-Pao, and that is a massive threat out of the way. Big ups for the Iron Treads. Let's smash that like button for Iron Treads or something cringy like that. I don't know. In comes the Iron Moth. So Iron Moth is going to come in. Probably going to see a pop of a booster energy, which is going to boost its speed, I'm guessing. Special attack. Which means we can just go for an EQ. Right? I feel like Hydreigon's the ideal switch here for them, because then they can go for the Nerf power. I don't know why they've done the Iron Moth thing. Why are they going the Iron Moth? Well, let's just put this into practice and go for an Earthquake, shall we? Why not? Earthquake comes through, we outspeed, take out the Iron Moth. There we go. Huh. Not sure why my opponent was doing that, but it's a bit of a blunder on their part. They could just go into Hydreigon. Hydreigon's obviously got the Levitate ability, and it's going to take... It won't get KO'd by the Iron Head, and then they can take us out with an Earth Power. We've already seen Earth Power. We know the Hydreigon's going to go for the Earth Power. In comes Scizor. So Scizor can take a hit from us, which is absolutely fine. Iron Treads is putting in the work. Let's go for a knockoff. Let's go for a knockoff. There we go. Knockoff comes through. Does a lot of damage to the Scizor, which is absolutely amazing. They can go for a close combat, though, and take us out. As there it is, the close combat comes through, and that's going to take us out, no problem. So we got the knockoff off on the Scizor, which is always great. Getting rid of that choice band is amazing. Now we can go into Iron Moth, and this is where Iron Moth's going to put in some work. So we'll go into Iron Moth real quick. Iron Moth is coming through. Coming through right now as we go for an Agility. That's the best play. The Agility is the best play. They're going to withdraw the Scizor. What are they going to go into? Leafeon. They're going to sack the Leafeon off. That's fair enough. Sack the Leafeon off. Absolutely fine by me. We go for an agility. Boosting our speed sharply so we can ensure we outspeed the Hydreigon next. We go for a Fiery Dance Terrestrialize because it's cool. There we go, going to Terrestrialize. And the other reason I'm Terrestrializing is so that we're not 4 times weak to ground from the Hydreigon, just in case it lives a Sludge Wave, since we no longer have that booster energy boost. That way, you know, we can, you know, potentially live an Earth Power from that thing. So we go for a Fiery Dance. It's Terrestrialize boosted. It's definitely going to KO the Leafeon, no problems there. As down it goes. Absolutely amazing work from Iron Moth. Iron Tread's put in the work, but Iron Moth is cleaning up right now. Iron Moth is going to clean up. So that's the Sylveon down. All we've got to worry about is the Hydreigon living a Sludge Wave and the Scizor bullet punching us. So they're going to go into the Hydreigon now. Absolutely fine. I'm pretty sure we KO with Sludge Wave, but there's always the chance we don't. As there's the Sludge Wave coming through. Can it KO? It does KO, which is absolutely amazing. Now we just got to worry about the bullet punch on the Scizor, because Iron Moth has really frail defenses. So bullet punch could do a lot of damage to us. Could definitely do a lot of damage to us. I'm just going to go straight for a Fiery Dance and take this thing out. There we go, go for a Fiery Dance. They didn't even go for a bullet punch because they knew it wasn't doing it. It wouldn't have KO'd. It wouldn't have KO'd from full. There's no way. As the Scizor does go down, which is absolutely amazing. And that is going to be the game. So GG Kevin. Kevin thrashed me last time, so I'm actually really relieved that we managed to get a W against him. And we got 2 Ws this team. So this team's actually done all right for me. Now the next team that we have is going to be even more exciting because I've put a lot more time into it and I've put a lot more practice into it. So anyway, thank you for watching today's video. GG Kevin. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.